Visual Rift said, "Welcome on in." Visual Rift said, "I hope everyone enjoys."
Welcome on in, everyone. Hopefully you're having a great day. Your week's going fantastic. Hit that thumbs up button, that share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff that you can do. It helps out tremendously. Today's gonna be a big day. We're gonna react to a video. And I think it's gonna be a good one. If you haven't already, hit that link in the description there. It will send you to the original video. Give it a watch, give it a like, give it a share, comment on it. And yeah, we're gonna be reacting to it in a bit. Now, what I'm thinking is, I've been told it's a build video, right? I want to see. Maybe should I pull up the build? Hold on. Maybe I pull up the build real quick and we can look at it. Because there was a time where at the end, when I was being helped with the build, where he said, "Do what you want to do." Towards the end, and I had like 3 points left or something. I want to see if I made the right decision. Let's see, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna pull up the build. What the? Did I just get an achievement? Hold on. Did I just get an achievement for opening Steam, bro? I don't even. All right, we're leveling up. What are we doing? All right, let me click this. All right, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, we gonna look at it. Boom. All right. And I'll show you that I have it pulled up. Not that you think I'm just joking over here. Hey, we gonna see, because if there's little like nuances that are in the video that I don't have, I might have to put them in the build. I might have to do a little something. All right, because hey, any way I can make the build even better, if that's possible, I'll do it. All right, there it is. Boom. I'm gonna show y'all the build, and then we're gonna react to the video. I want more people to get in here so y'all can see it, because I know a lot of y'all wanted to see it. So I'm gonna wait until people start coming in as well. Alright, there we are. Favorite character. Boom. Depending on how things go with all this, maybe maybe one day I play a little bit of Ogre. Is there gonna be a Rift Ogre, like a Rift Ogre build? I don't know. One that I can't die? Maybe.
Brody Graves
I don't know.
said, "Hi Rift."
Hey, how you doing, brother? Alright, let's see. We're gonna pull up the build. We're gonna pull up the build before everyone comes in, and then we can start reacting. Well, I really want to see this. I haven't spoiled it to myself. The most I did, I just clicked on it just to get the link. That's all I did. I didn't watch it. I did nothing. But we're gonna see today. All right, so. All right, I think, yeah, this is the one, right? Let me see. Yep. This is the one. So far, this is the build that we have, right? All right, here we go. What do we start? We go, well, basically we go down the left side a lot. We go to the right a little bit, cut over to the left, go down, and yeah, then we stay to the left a lot. So I want to see if the video that we're going to be watching, right? Because towards the end, like I said, Mr. E said, do whatever you want, and I had like 3 more points left, right? So I want to see if mine matches, or if it's, you know what I mean, or if it's close. Boom. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Hopefully y'all doing good. All right, let's see. Bada boom, bada boom. There it is. Make sure everything's up. Sometimes we have some technical difficulties. All right. Boom. All right. All right, where's Discord at? Okay, there's Discord. Alright. Here we go. We're sending everything out. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So I'm assuming most people have watched this already. I might be the only one that hasn't. I'm very well might be the only one that hasn't.
One-man army.
Yo, what's up, Army? How you doing?
Hey, Mr. E showed me your channel. How is the build he helped you with?
Well, we gonna find out. So here, I'm gonna show y'all. Wait, can y'all see it? Yeah, I think y'all can see. So here's the build that we have so far. I'm gonna be watching the video actually in a little bit. There it is. So this is the build we have right now that he helped me with, but at the very end he said do what you want with the last like few points, and I don't know. I forget, where did I put the, oh, I went down the middle here. I remember, okay, so I had like 3 points left, and I went down the center here and I grabbed like these two, the 2 things in the middle here with the extra damage to monstrosities. I don't know where I put the 3rd point. Actually, I forget where I put the 3rd point. I don't even know. But I remember I went down the middle and I grabbed these because I was like, yo, I'm going to do more damage. I want to see if he shows off the build. And then maybe maybe I end up changing this one. Because maybe my 3 points aren't going to be as good. I don't know. All right. Should we start? How we all doing? How we all feeling? Should we start watching the vid? I'm excited to get into it. I know I really want to wait for more people to get in, but...
The one-man army said, bottom left is different, I think.
Bottom left is different? Oh, tough. All right, well, we're going to have to look at it. Tough. Yeah, because I remember he said, give it a shot. You probably know what to do from here. I guess I didn't. Yo, I just seen more damage and I said I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? To be fair, depending who I'm running with, like if you got a zealot with a hammer, I probably don't even need that extra monstrosity damage, I'll be honest. So yeah, so I probably might take that out. Like, those a couple other points could go somewhere else. Alright, here, let me... Boom. Hope can y'all see? Hopefully y'all can see the screen. I'm not sure. Alright, so this is the start of the video, it looks like. Yeah, it's the start of the video.
The one-man army said, yes, I can.
Ah, you can? Alright.
Brody Graves said, we good.
We good? Alright, we good. Alright, here it is. Mr. E, let's see what we do. Alright, I've been waiting. Alright, here we go.
Hey guys, Mr. E here, and
Mr.
just a
E.
quick little video for you today. I just wanted to talk about a positive interaction I had with a YouTube streamer last night,
Very
and
positive,
also
too.
a build that I made together with him. This is Visual Rift. Visual Rift has been streaming Darktide the last...
Real quick, should I get rid of that? What should I change up my banner or something? Should we change that up sometime? I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'll be talking crazy. Anyway,
5 or 6 days, and
yeah.
well, as his name might imply, he is actually a vision impaired gamer. He is legally blind, and so I'd like you to imagine for a second playing Darktide and now playing it legally blind. Like, he very clearly cannot see with too much clarity what is going on.
Mr. E knows this very well.
To some extent, he's not completely blind, right? But he navigates a lot by getting very close to the wall or the floor and just sort of...
Brother, he's so right. Yo, Mr. E knows this very well. I was in these tunnels and Mr. E just kept saying, hug the left wall. I hugged that wall so much, bro. It's so hard for me to navigate. So when he's saying I get close to the wall, I not only get close to the wall, I kiss the wall. All right, and that's on most games. You know what? That's on all games. I'm not gonna say most. That's on all the games I play.
Following his ally who's directly in front of him. If things are too small in the frame, he has a hard time discerning it, or too faint, he has a hard time discerning it. So
he is really
having
good at
like
this game.
ally outlines,
he's
very
a goat
for him.
I've been watching his videos.
You know, just generally struggles with a lot of the challenges that Darktide throws at you, such as distant enemies, very small enemies.
My depth perception's trash.
Out, like, gunners and things like that are, you know, meters and meters away. So I started interacting with him and learning a little bit more about how he interacts with it and plays the game. And it turns out he plays mostly on Malice difficulty, although he's been trying to dip.
Oh, son of... Yo, I need to get YouTube the no ads.
Do you play League of Legends?
Nah, don't play League of Legends.
Has a brand
bring
new
Mr.
way
E
to
back.
get riot points.
All right, here we go.
Up to...
But okay, so he was saying I mainly play on Malice. He was right, because that's all we really did, because my group, so I play with Serena and Johnny. Usually, right? That's the two other people I played with. If anyone does want to join, if we have open rooms, like, feel free, but usually all we had Johnny and Serena. And all we would do is Malice, and we were getting better at it. We used to not be able to win consistently. We started winning consistently. But now, since this build, and since I've been feeling like I'm getting better, we've been doing Heresy, and we've been cooking. So we climbing. Today, I'm hoping to get the Damnation, so we gonna try it.
Heresy recently, and he has had a lot better time playing the game after the Arbites came out, which makes sense, right?
100%.
The Arbites is literally the perfect fit for him, as he said himself. This class, and by the way, you've been watching. This is his gameplay on the screen here. I don't think he'd be ashamed of it.
No,
it's just
I'm not.
Reality for him.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The Arbites is like the perfect
Sporadic.
class. It's got a seeing eye dog that can
Seeing eye
go
dog.
and eliminate
That's what it
priority
is.
threats for you. It has tons of survivability. It has it regenerates its toughness when you're just hanging around because of some of the talents in the tree,
Which I love.
which is great because he does take quite a while to navigate missions.
Exactly.
And of course, we have Castigator stance, which is just allows you to brute force a lot of scenarios. So when I saw him first playing, I realized that I wanted to do what I could to set him up for as much success as possible. And you know what that means in terms of Mystery helping. It's just coming up with a really, really strong build.
Brody Gray.
Very strong, by the way.
Is no slouch.
If you
in
up
that
for it, I
front,
will
right?
do it with you
You
again.
can make some truly absurd.
Oh, I'm always up for it. Yeah. Because right now, I messaged Johnny. Usually Johnny always comes through, but Johnny be doing rivals, so he comes in a little late. Serena's watching a video. She's on the side. Yeah, we need a crew. So we'll be doing that. By the way, he said about the Castigator stance. I started out, right, with doing the dash because a lot of times I played Zealot like a year or two ago.
Brody Graves.
So I kind of felt nice on the Zealot.
That was fun yesterday.
That was so fun.
The one-man army.
That was probably one of the most
Said,
fun times I've had on Darktide.
I can help you too if you need it.
That sounds great. Yeah, right after this video, we're gonna be hopping into some runs and stuff. I need to level up my my weapons, and I want to get the Damnation too. Maybe AURIC. Imagine a blind guy doing AURIC. What in the world? Anyway, I started with the dash, and I found out like it was good, but this Castigator stance, like Mr. E just said, way better. I don't think I want to make other builds and try them out, but I think this one's my main one. Like the Castigator stance is just something else, bro.
Builds, and so I wanted to make him a build that is as strong as possible in the terms of defense and also prioritizing the dog. So I wanted the dog to be able to do as much as it possibly could, and I want him to survive pretty much any encounter by just bashing his face into it, because there isn't exactly a whole lot of
the walls
in the way that he engages with combats as you might be seeing now. I have no idea what clip I'm putting on the screen, but let's go through this build, and I want you to keep in mind that, remember, this build is made for a legally blind gamer, so we are operating under those limitations, and I just thought this was such an interesting experiment to make this build around not only the difficulty that he's playing at, but also with the limitations that he's playing with. So first of all, we are using the strongest weapons we possibly can, right? We want to overwhelm... Oh, sorry, knocking cans around.
Man, those damn cans, Mr. E, what you doing? Yo, what's he drinking? A Coke? Pepsi? What do you think? What's he drinking? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, what is this right here? I gotta zoom into the... So whenever I read stuff, I gotta hold down Windows button, press plus, and zoom in. Okay, so this looks like the mall. Yeah, the mall, and that's the gun. Yeah.
Want to overwhelm the enemies with just sheer power, because we aren't fighting them with any visual acuity. We just need to bludgeon them to death. So I chose the Arbites Shock Maul here. The Arbites Shock Maul has some excellent blessings for us with toughness on chained hit.
I've been trying the shield too.
Light attacks,
and the shield feels good too.
Stagger
but I like
enemies
this.
and do a ton of damage,
but
it will also regenerate his toughness if he continues to hit the same target. A lot of times boss fights and fights against larger targets just evolve into just trading blows like that. For the second blessing, High Voltage, it's just going to add some extra damage, and we put on Flak and Maniacs. Since he's only playing at Malice difficulty, and...
I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I have these blessings on yet, but I do know I need to get them. So that's for certain. I can't remember if I do. I do have the traits, though, at the top, though.
He's dipping into Heresy a little bit. He's not going to be encountering too many Carapace types or unyielding types outside of bosses, so I chose for these two types because that encompasses a good number of enemies.
Wait, chat. Wait, if I'm going to be doing Damnation and AURIC, what should I change? How should I change my maul and my gun? Hold up. So, should I put Carapace on here? Is Carapace really that good? Wait a minute. Is Flak Armor not as good? We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to...
Unyielding and Carapace, probably.
Unyielding and Carapace?
The one-man army.
Okay, maybe I'll
said,
do that then.
Yes, it is.
Yo, we might have to do that maybe later today. I need more money. You already know I'm a brokey, but we've been getting good monies.
For his range weapon, Spearhead Bolt Gun is a really, really good choice for him because he is able to see bosses, right? Bosses are large enough, especially when you get close, that you can tell that he's looking at a boss, and then he needs to shoot it. I watched him shoot a bunch of shotgun shots into a boss, and I think the bolt gun is a perfect fit because he can just point and
I like that
open fire at the boss, just mag dump into the side of it. For blessings, we have Cavalcade for extra crit and Puncture, so those bleed stacks stack up. And also dog explosions, which are
right now I'm running like he said, I'm running the shotgun, which I love. I'm gonna try this Spearhead again. Need money, but I'm gonna try this Spearhead bolt gun. I'm gonna do. I heard about this Puncture thing and doing bleeds. I watched Mr. E's other videos too. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try that.
I'm gonna try that.
Why is this always doing God? I might be a brokey IRL too. What is going on? I need to pay for YouTube, no ads. Alright, here we go.
With Unyielding and Carapace,
alright, there we go.
So we can eliminate those bosses and big targets faster. That's really the only use that we're going to have for the range weapon. Remember, he can't see anything smaller than like a certain... I think there's like a radian measurement for like how acute your vision is. And
visual acuities. I'll be honest, I don't know mine anymore. But there's like your visual acuities when you go to the eye doctor. They have you look at the screen and the letters, and they look in the the light in your eye, and then they do all the numbers. That's how they tell if you're like visually impaired,
the one-man army,
legally blind, or just straight up blind.
Right now I'm using a build on my Arbits that makes me almost invincible.
That's kind of what we doing a little bit. I still be getting hit though, but like, I'm sure someone that has sight, they wouldn't be getting hurt at all. But like, I'm still able to survive heresy. Pretty good too. I don't even think I went down. I was getting carried though, but like still, I was doing pretty good. But yeah, so I'm legally blind, like in every sense of the word. So not fully blind, but like,
And he doesn't have enough precision in his vision bars in order to be able to see distant targets. So we're not worried about sniping or anything.
And I got like tunnel vision, so depth perception's kind of a little whack.
For
like
Curios,
you were saying,
I wanted to stack him up with as much defenses as possible against the things that are oftentimes the foil.
Oh! I just seen it. Is this the tree at the bottom here? Okay, so that's the tree. All right, let's see.
A vision impaired player.
Y'all said at the bottom it changed a little bit.
I'm gonna see. To fix all these things up and get them perfect, right? Because it takes a long time. And he's just restarted playing recently. But if we did have this situation, I think this would be a great setup. Toughness on all three, with combat ability regen on all three.
Love it.
And then 2 of them are going to have bomber damage resistance. 2 of them are going to have...
bomber damage. I think bomber damage needs to be investigated. Bombers and flamers, I know y'all be seeing them and y'all just run out and avoid it. I get stuck in the flames and I don't know where to go always, so I'm crispy by the time I leave that zone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They need to be looked at. Like, what kind of damage numbers are they throwing up? They're like Michael Jordan? What kind of numbers are they doing? These bombers and flamers go wild.
Damage resistance to gunners, and then there'll be 2 more additional toughnesses thrown in there. So altogether, you'll have a bunch of additional toughness, about 60%, 61% additional toughness, and then you'll have a good 40% damage resistance to both bombers and gunners, as well as 12% combat ability regen.
Okay, let me see, because I need to get these right, because my curios, I have like max health. So back when I used to play the Ogren, I did like max health on everything, right? At the very top. The top thing, and then I went into like stam regen, block efficiency, right? Because I would do the shield. I kind of just did that because I didn't know what to do with my curios. I need to do these. So plus 4% cooldown. I have that. I have the cooldown. I know that much. So here's yeah. So I need gunner resistance. That actually would be fire. That is, yeah, that's true. I do need that. Okay, resistance. And to bombers too. Yeah, they be... I can't always see where they're at. That's the problem. And they be lobbing the things over, you know what I'm saying? Like they shot putting it across the map, and I don't know. Same with snipers, but... And then toughness at the bottom. Toughness is good too.
Those bombers and gunners are very important resistances for him, since it's hard for him to navigate his way out of gas clouds, especially gas clouds, because
you can't see nothing.
When there's already visual
you can't see nothing.
obscuration on the screen in terms of the gas effects, good luck finding your way to the edge of it. And same thing with flames. There's on-screen flame effects, and it's hard for him to determine which way he needs to go to get out of the flames. So oftentimes
I try looking for names at this point.
In these
I can't read the names, but I look for the white of the name that stands out sometimes.
Coming down here to look at the talent tree, we have tons of defenses, and I also wanted to prioritize both melee, just primarily melee, and the dog. So up here we've got extra melee speed.
Here we go. Here's the tree.
He is just usually just wading into where enemies are, and they will come up to him and surround him, and then he just clubs his way out.
That's why I like surround me, baby.
Everything's dead. He can dodge. He can hear. He operates a lot of times by hearing incoming attacks. Like I saw him dodge a trapper successfully.
That's what I'm saying, brother. Like, we out here doing Shrek levels. Like, bro, we in the swamps. You just breathing all that in. I woke up today with a cough, and I was like, what's going on? And I remember we did pox last night. I was, what was going on? This is so insane.
I saw him correctly ascertain where the burster was coming from. So sound cues do matter
in every
a lot
game
to
I
him.
play. I use sound for everything.
He does all right, honestly, in terms of melee engagements at dodging and blocking and stuff like that, but he has trouble discerning where the enemies are. So if he just swings randomly,
you can just avoid those missions.
Effect. Same thing with Force of Will and up close. This is just a ton of toughness regeneration when you're beating stuff down at close range. Then we're going to grab two more ways to replenish.
It made it interesting. It sure did.
Both Man and Cyber Mastiff and Walk It Off. So Walk It Off, he does a good amount of shoving and sprinting and stuff like that in order to keep enemies off of him and keep safe, which is going to
and a lot of sliding. I'd be sporadic.
And
maybe
then Man Cyber Mastiff, because he doesn't move through the level very fast, the dog has plenty of time to finish off whatever targets it's doing and catch up with him, which means that Man and Cyber Mastiff is going to passively keep his toughness very, very high. He won't have to worry about going into engagements on low HP. And then we're going to come down here and look at Remote Detonation. Remote Detonation is maybe the most perfect
Today, I'm going to see, depending how things go, I might make a build. I seen another Mr. E video yesterday. Was it last night? I forget. But it was using the mines. And he said Havoc is easy mode with it. And I thought, man, I got to try that. If Havoc mode easy, well then what is Heresy going to be like? I'm just going to place mines down.
It's ever designed for a person who can't actually see the screen. Because if you think about it, it might not be the best blitz on the tree, but it's certainly the best blitz on the tree if you have no idea what you're throwing the grenade at, right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Pulling out a frag grenade here, or Arbitas grenade,
I don't even know where the dog is
throw it at some enemies you can see, but there might only be like one or two enemies there. It's hard to...
Bro, I don't even know where the dog is half the time. I'm just assuming whenever I'm getting swarmed, I'm hoping my boy around me, so I hit my blitz and I'm like, hey, get him. Sometimes he's off with like someone else, and I thought, man, that loyal my ass. But like, sometimes he's loyal, sometimes he's next to me.
Discern when there's so many enemies, kind of like, Darktide is already a blurry mess. It makes it harder. With the Remote Detonation, not only do you get one of these every 60 seconds, so there's really no opportunity cost to using it, especially when you're a vision impaired player who has trouble finding more grenade packs.
Yep, exactly.
But it also
hard to find
almost guarantees that the dog is going to be near something very priority target-wise in order for you to detonate and get some good value out of it. Like, he'll hone in on the boss so you can hit the boss with it, or some elite enemies. And we're also, remember, using the Spearhead bolt gun, so we can swap to the bolt gun, and this is something I didn't get a chance to teach him yet, but hopefully I can show him this video.
Am I allowed to talk now?
Whoa, hold up. I know you're watching the boxing match or whatever.
No, I'm not.
Oh, wait, you're not watching anymore?
I'm bored.
Okay.
It sucked.
Well, at least you didn't...
I'm just gonna watch I'm just gonna watch
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch them after the fact.
Alright, well, you let me know how that goes. Right now we're watching Mr. E video. Hold on, what's up?
Oh, I know, I'm here. I have your stream pulled up.
Nice.
On this bolt gun is going to make these explosions
they're
into bleed explosions,
and I don't want to wait
where it'll just bleed everything around it to death. And
so I'll just
that's what I want to do, actually. I want to be able to put puncture on the gun and then just make everything, because I've seen that's a thing. Are they going to nerf that, chat? Because if they...
What? pen?
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna nerf that. Like, I seen Mr. E say they might or something, or did they? I don't know. I know bosses get like half